got a message for you today. And, it's talking about the energy in motion. Just a message for your listening pleasure, just to mull over, just to kind of spill around in your mind and just kind of something for you to munch on, something for you to digest, and something for you to let it marinate, see how it feels for you. Comment what comes up for you. But when we talk about this energy in motion, these things that we can often be ruled by, which are emotions. In the Jedi Code, in Star Wars, they talk about there is no emotion, there is peace, there is no ignorance, there is knowledge, there is no passion, there is serenity, there is no chaos, there is harmony, there is no death, there is the Force. May the Force be with you. But the very first tenet of the Jedi Code is there is no emotion, there is peace. Now, when we look at that, we can say, oh, what do you mean there's no emotion? Like, I have all these emotions, I have all these feelings. But you can also put when there in front of all of those tenets. And that's when I learned what they were trying to say. When there is no emotion, there is peace. When there is no ignorance, there is knowledge. When there is no passion, there is serenity. When there is no chaos, there is harmony. When there is no death, there is the Force. So just put a when there in front of that, and it kind of makes more sense of what they were trying to establish whenever they were teaching the Padawans and people who were coming up to be Jedi Knights and using the Force. They understood that they had a responsibility to the galaxy, right? To the grand scheme of things, but that if they were ruled by their emotions, they might lose themselves, Have you ever found this to be true in your life, that sometimes the mind can be a wonderful servant, but a cruel master? But when it comes to the heart, these emotions that we feel, sometimes they can pull us as well. We hear about Bruce Lee talking, emotion can be the enemy. If you give in to your emotions, you lose yourself. You must be at one with your emotions, because the body always follows the mind. Bruce Lee, shout out to the legendary Bruce Lee. What must have been his emotions? I'm sure that he had some intense emotions over the course of his life. And in the course of your life that you've been living, how have your emotions swayed you? How have your emotions guided you? How have your emotions fueled you? And what has arisen in your emotions in certain times that you have felt were valuable or not valuable? How have they helped you, and how have they hindered you, right? How have they held you back, you would say, your emotions? Have you always been able to trust your emotions? Or have there been times in your life where your emotions just got a little bit, just a little bit too ahead of you, right? And you found yourself being swayed. There's a lady here, Gretchen, she says negative emotions like loneliness, envy, guilt have an important role to play in a happy life. They're big flashing signs that something needs to change. When you feel these emotions, are these indicators for you? I once had a friend tell me, emotions are teachers. They are not facts. They are just teachers. Like Bruce Lee say, they are a guide, pointing you to the truth that you must find, right? So how do you see your emotions playing their role in your life? In what role do your emotions play whenever things happen not to you, but for you? How do your emotions show you the way in life? How do they point the path that you need to go down? And I love how Dr. Wayne Dyer talks about what comes out is what's inside. Let me ask you, my friend, if you take an orange and you squeeze an orange real tightly, what comes out of the orange? I'll give you a second. What comes out when you squeeze an orange real tight? That's right. That's right, my friend. Orange juice. You got it, Nikita. Juice. Exactly. Now, is there any point in time that you can take that orange and you can set it down and you can tap that orange 3 times and then squeeze it? What comes out? Orange juice, right? What about when you cut open the orange, right? You take the slice of the orange and you look at it and you kiss each slice and then you squeeze the slice. What comes out? Orange juice, right? So there's never a point in time that you'll see pineapple juice. There's never a point in time that you'll see grape juice. Why not? Why doesn't grape juice or pineapple juice or apple juice come out? Because that's not what's inside, right? Orange juice is what's inside. Therefore, orange juice is what's coming out. Because what comes out is what's inside. So if someone makes you, feel angry, sad, ashamed, scared, disgusted, right? We must thank them. They are showing us what's already inside. If someone cuts you off on the road, and you get angry, you're like, what's the matter with you? Right? Can't you see where I'm going? What comes out is what's inside. So if there's no anger inside, it's not coming out. If there's no fear inside, it's not coming out. All these things, they're teachers, but they are not facts. You can feel your emotions, and it's okay to feel your emotions, but do not be swayed, do not be ruled by your emotions, my friend. So enjoy this time and enjoy this life where we get to learn these lessons. And thank you for listening, my friend. This has been just a message for you. Just sharing a message that came through, that streamed through about emotions. And I trust that you were able to get something out of it. And thank you so much for joining. Oh my goodness. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, Marco says the word depression comes up. Just the word. Yeah. Flairbender says waves. Yeah, so these things are really interesting when we get to know them, when we get to learn them, but understanding how you can use this and apply it into your life, how you can integrate it into your lifestyle, take it wherever you need, So thank you so much for listening. This has just been a nice short talk for you. And definitely, ring my bell, hit that notification if you want to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. Thank you so much for the likes and shares, sharing this with someone who needs to hear it. Tag somebody in this who you feel like would gain value. And definitely, share a nugget or two that you took away from this. And check out the Open Palm Podcast. That is the Open Palm Podcast. The link is in the bio for you, for your listening pleasure, and for your daily inspiration, my friend. Much love. Thank you so much for being. I can't wait to see you on the next live session. And you go ahead and have yourself a wonderful rest of your day, my friend. Take care.